It's official, Brock here. It's official, Brock here.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the It's Official Brock's Here podcast presented by Brock Lane Films. Today we have Jahiem White, a.k.a. Florida. Yo, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, appreciate you for having me, man.
Appreciate it,
Real
bro.
talk.
Man, if you don't know who this kid is, go to my YouTube, type in Jahiem White, and watch his freshman, sophomore, and junior highlight videos. This kid, you know, one word to describe him is just different. You know, part of it's from Florida. You know, we were just talking about Florida before this, and they're just built different down there. So yeah, man, and he's coming up on his senior season. He only needs 680 yards to break the all-time rushing record, which is crazy because last year he missed a game, or the team missed a game because of COVID, and then the COVID year we only played seven games.
Yeah.
So, like, it's insane that he's about to, you know, break the all-time rushing record in just a few short games. So, yeah, this season's gonna be crazy. I can't wait for him.
Yeah, I can't wait
and
either.
Stoner.
It's gonna be a roll. I'm telling you.
Who's the wide receivers? Who you guys got out there?
We got my man's Q, number 9. You feel me? We got Amarion, got Maj, James McBride. We got all of them.
Yeah,
I can't really. We don't really got the starting positions right now, but that's who we.
Yeah. Guys going at it. Yeah, man. And yeah, so this season's gonna be special. So definitely be on the lookout. If you're in York, definitely come support because those games are gonna be crazy. And it's been crazy because, like, you know, when I started filming York High, you know, 2000, I think it was 17 and 18, like, those stands were packed, and like they were getting so much support. And then COVID happened, but like even before COVID, I remember like people weren't really supporting, and then now it's like, you know, like they need to be out there supporting. Because like you guys have been having like winning season after winning season, and you know, I think it's good for the city to get out there and see you guys, because it gives them hope. It gives the city some hope, especially in these days. But so yeah, man, just taking it back to the beginning, were you born in Florida?
Yeah, I was actually born in Sarasota, Florida, but grew up in Miami, Florida.
Right. So that's Dade County, right?
Yeah, Dade
County. Is that where Rick Ross is from?
Yeah.
Yeah, he always raps about that. Yeah. And we were just talking before, like, it's just different down there. Like, y'all start at 5.
Yeah, it's a thing like super peewees. So like if you want to start young, you start like 5, 6, and then you go up. Sometimes they'll change depending on like what age group or like weight, you feel me? So me, I started off like 5, 6, and then went to pounds. So like switched like 75s and 80s, and then I went back to the age group, and then
couldn't imagine starting at 5 years old. Like, y'all are like this tall, just basically just running into each other at that point.
Yeah, nah, I didn't even know what I was doing at first. See, like when I was young, I met my goddad. Shout out to him. Said, he like, I was like living in the projects, and he saw me and was like, seeing if I can play football, and I had to run. So like when I ran, I ain't like run like no regular. I ran like a Ninja Turtle. So it was like, or like a ninja. So it was like speed and like that type shit. And then, you know, he took me to the field. Yeah. We ran around a couple times. Probably one of the fastest on there. And then that's when it just started from right there. I started getting training. I started working with all the other players, all the other coaches and stuff. And then that's when it started.
Yeah. And then you were saying he kind of put you on to Marshall Faulk. Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah,
not Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk, another good one, but Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
And now I understand, like, where you get your, you know, your...
and I actually had started off with number 24, too.
Oh.
Like my first year, second year, I started off with 24. I played running back and outside linebacker. But it was like mainly I was like really a hitter when I was little league though. Like I was on defense, so I was like a defense type player.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie though, when I was young, I did not want to like take no hits.
Right.
Like I would try to like juke or like you know duck out from it. But little league, I was like really a hitter for real. And then you know.
Yeah. You were talking about you guys would like play in the street, like street ball.
Yeah, street ball
on the gravel.
Yeah, like we'll like go to, even though it's a lot of grass around, but like we just on the street. We play football, throw up, just like teams, pick up teams. No matter what, we just play football.
Right. Yeah, and like I was saying before, it's like when you're playing on the gravel, like you learn how to juke real quick because you don't want to fall on the gravel. Yeah. So I'm sure that helped you, kind of pick up some moves. But I remember, we were talking off camera about. I remember one time you were talking to some friends and they were like, "Where'd you get your style from? Like, who'd you look up to?" And you were like, "No one."
like I'm just naturally
God-given talent.
I worked though. I did work, but it's just like most of it just naturally built. Naturally nice.
Right. Which is awesome. And then you were saying like you don't even really watch, like you'll watch a couple highlights of football, but like no like full games.
Yeah, I never just sat down and actually watched the whole NFL game, college game. It's just straight highlights or certain players.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Which is like I mean, in a way, I guess it could be good, you know, that like you're focusing on your lane and how things are gonna go, but like that's because usually people are like they're studying, they're like game planning, they're doing all this stuff, and you just show up.
You not just play ball,
you just play. I even asked you, I was like, how many, yards did you have freshman year? You were like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I wasn't like, I wasn't really around the running back position at the time. Right. Like we had our running backs. Right. I started like slot, even though I'm an athlete, so I can like really, play slot or go outside receiver. I can do anything for real. But yeah, freshman year I started off slot, and then when they knew that I can actually play running back, that's when my sophomore year came. And that's when I played running back. Yeah.
But yeah, back down in Florida, like, I've been to Florida maybe like 10 times, and like I love Florida.
Yeah.
Like the vibe down there is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure where you were at though was kind of dangerous. A little scary being down there. But like just the whole vibe of Florida is great. It's awesome. People, you live where people vacation. So
Especially in the city though, like like in the city, that's where it's really dangerous at. But it's like people know where to go. Right. People know where to chill, get hotel rooms at when they wanna go on vacations and stuff.
Yeah, and then you probably learned real quick like the places to stay away from. Stay away from that corner, that block. Yeah. You learned real quick. So then you were down there until when did you come up here?
My mom was actually raised up here, but was like born in Florida. So like this was a home to her. Right. And when I was down there, she said that like we was up here since I was 5, but I don't remember nothing.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I don't remember nothing.
Yeah.
But then I came up here when I was 12.
Okay.
And then I started school up here, and that's when I started playing for Wellington Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers.
And that's how I met Jordan. Man, shout out to him.
Bowie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard him.
I was watching the screen today.
Yeah, bro. He shouted you out.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah. I was talking to him, and he was like, he saw it. Yeah. Like, he saw it from a young age, that you were just different. So then coming up here, playing for the Panthers, and then you played for the Bears too, right? York Bears.
After I played for Wellington, probably like a year later, I went to the Bears with my cousin Jer. Shout out to him.
Okay.
My uncle Teddy. He so like when I came up here, he came and picked me up and was like, "Do you want to play football?" And then I was like, "Yeah." We went to the field. Soon the first day I got there, like I suited up. I grabbed my jersey, I suited up, and I played in a scrimmage that they had going on. Like the first day I went there, we played in a scrimmage against some team.
Yeah.
And that's when like everybody was like, "Oh, he can play ball."
Right.
Because like I didn't know nobody, I didn't know the plays, I didn't know nothing. I just went out there and just played, and I ate up.
Yeah. Rest is history from there, pretty much.
After that, and then the New York Bears. Like when I went over there with my cousin Jer, we had a team. We were undefeated the whole year, and then we went to the championship and just lost.
Is that the guy? He went to Central.
Yeah, not Jer. Yeah, 21.
Yeah, you guys had like a picture, or it was like after your sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have like a picture like after the game or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought that was him. Okay. Dope. So you just got into the mix like right away.
Yeah.
Like you got right into it.
I clicked in with a lot of people as soon as I moved up.
Yeah.
And like it just became something. You feel me?
Right. And then then transitioning into high school, were you thinking like, oh, I'm gonna start varsity freshman year?
Yeah, at first when I found out that I was gonna start my freshman year, me and my cousin Najir was gonna start.
Yeah.
But then stuff started happening, like certain stuff. So then
Gotcha.
I was just like, I'm just gonna work,
Right.
and then I got my position, and then that's when I was like, now it's really time to just keep it up for real.
Right. Now that I think about it, wait, does York High have? Because I remember at Southwest, like we had like a 9th grade team.
Yeah.
And we just played 9th graders.
Yeah. We got a
York-
junior high team, but
Okay.
we don't have it's just like junior high, JV, and then varsity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just thought about that, like how you're on varsity as a freshman. Like, wait, shouldn't you be with the 9th graders? But they obviously saw something in you.
Yeah.
And I just remember, like, you bursted onto the scene. I don't think you didn't do. It was like that game when we went to Pittsburgh. Remember?
PCC.
Yeah. Did you play in that game?
Nah, I actually didn't play because that was the first game, and I missed the first day of practice and the first day of school, so I didn't go. But I didn't know that like the first day of school was that day.
Oh.
So that's why I missed. And then since I didn't go to practice, like that's a rule. Like if I don't go to if I don't go to school, then I don't go to
That's
practice.
like a school rule, right? Or is that a stoner rule?
Well, no, that's my mom's rule. If I
Oh,
don't go to
mom's
school,
rule.
Yeah. If I don't go to school, then I don't go to practice.
Okay.
That's how I used to be.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's a good rule.
But I did play like a little bit kickoff.
So you were there?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
Yeah. I just didn't get no time on offense.
Right.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm thinking about it, like well, that game was just, I mean, we did good like that first drive. Toby scored, but then pretty much after that.
After that, it got up.
It got a little ugly. But then, my first time really seeing you was that McCaskey game. Yeah. That was the second game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, like, you're playing in that game, and I think you had, what'd you have, two touchdowns?
Yeah, my first two.
It was that one, it was, did you run back? No, you didn't run back the kickoff. You almost did. You had that big, like, kick return. I remember I was, like, on the sideline filming it. And then, but I remember you had that
the long run.
Yeah.
I had that one. I got caught at the 5, and then they gave it to me again. That was, I think that was like coming out of halftime, I think, or that was just like a regular run. And then when I got tackled at the 5, they let me run it in, so I got my first varsity touchdown. And then
how'd that feel?
Yeah, it felt good. I ain't gonna lie. When I walked over that line, it was like, I'm gonna get used to it now.
Get used to that.
Yeah.
That's the crib.
Yeah, it's the crib.
Wait, I saw you talking the blog. What's down in Florida? You say the crib. What is that? Or that's just like.
Yeah, that's just like.
That's Florida.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
I mean, like people around, like they probably like be like, oh, that's the crib, but like we be like, yeah, that's the crib. That's the crib.
Okay. I just remember I saw you said that in the blog, but Yeah, so then you kind of busted onto the scene, and then I was like, "Who is this kid?"
Yeah.
Like I remember you had those big shoulder pads, like big shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Number 28.
Yeah.
And it was like, what? And then you weren't that big, you know. You were probably 5'7", 5'8". So, but you were making these like crazy moves, and like, did you have? Yeah, freshman year you had a one-handed catch.
Yeah, I had two one-hands catch.
Two one-handed.
Yeah.
They're both in the highlights.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. And like you were just making crazy plays. And I love that highlight video with the song and everything, the Trippie Redd song.
Yeah, that
song's tough. Like I remember like you like I was like, what song do you want? You like gave me a song, but then I think I found that song myself, and I was like, yo, I'm doing this. I don't even care what he says. Like I'm gonna put this in there. But yeah, freshman year you just kind of busted onto the scene, and you know, it's crazy seeing your progression from, like I said, big shoulder pads, you know, to like now where you got that clip of you're going like this, flexing. Yeah. Like, and we got different jerseys now, so the jerseys are more tight,
a better fit. Yeah,
more tight, better fit.
Yeah, our new jerseys
smaller
is
shoulder
tough.
pads.
Yeah.
Like you fit, like it fits you much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, I saw you're gonna write about it, but what was your breakout game? I think it said in the blog you were gonna next blog you were gonna write about it.
My breakout game was my junior year.
I guess, yeah, or whatever your freshman or sophomore.
I mean, I did have a couple breakout games. My sophomore year, when we played Dallas Sound at home, that's when I rushed for 300. And then my junior year, when we played Southwestern, and I rushed for 4.
And it should have been more.
Yeah, it should have been more.
That one got called back. You had, I know you had 5 touchdowns, 6.
I had 8, but 1 got called back. Nah, word. Yeah,
bro, 8 touchdowns. Yeah, like you were just running all over the field. But yeah, and then I wanted to ask you about the 99-yard touchdown run.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that feel? Breaking that off? Did you know, or like, I mean, you're on the 1.
Yeah.
So it was like, were they like, we're giving it to you?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that was the play. The play was designed to give me the ball, but me, like at the time, I was just like, I'm not. Well, I wasn't really thinking about scoring. I was just trying to get out of the 1 or get from under the 5. Right. But then when I broke into the, that's when I saw the lane. I saw the field. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm out of here.
You broke a tackle, right?
Yeah, I broke 2 of them. Got the stiff arm, and then the dude, he was like right there. He could have grabbed me, like dove or something, but he just tapped my shoulder, and then that's when I just kept running. Bro, I thought I was gonna get tackled though.
That clip is wild.
Nah, word.
Everyone's going nuts on that. Yeah, that was definitely a special moment in your career. And then what was the year? I want to say it was your sophomore year where like you had like 4 different jerseys. Yeah. Remember they kept getting ripped?
Yeah, my
you
sophomore
started
year.
out 28.
Yeah.
Ripped, and then you like went to 6.
Yeah, when we played against Northeastern, they ripped my jersey on a 2-point conversion. I scored, and then they ripped it, like ripped the whole thing off. So I had to take it off, and then I had to wear 6 for the rest of that game.
Yeah.
And then I had my 28 they didn't get fixed. So when we played Central, that's when I just wore 4.
Oh, 4, yeah.
And then that got ripped, so then I had to wear 7. They just kept ripping my jersey. I don't know. Yeah.
That's all they could do is just grab you.
Yeah.
That's all they could do. So then you settled on 4.
Yeah.
Did you want 4, or that was just like you just liked the?
No, I wanted 4. Since I started off with 4 when I was at Wellington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite number. That's what I just
But then how comes you had 28?
That's just because that was the only number I had to get my freshman year. Because we had Trayshawn Smith.
Yeah, he was 4. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Trey.
Yeah, shout out to Trey. Yeah, I just remember like you kept getting new jerseys,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is gonna look so weird on the highlight video because like they're not gonna know like, wait, he's 6 now, wait, he's 28, wait, he's 4, like so. Yeah, so but so I wanted to ask you about like how is it like seeing yourself, on film, like a highlight video, like that has to be like crazy seeing yourself play and the moves. And
it felt good for real. Like me, like seeing what I can do. It's a real good feeling. And then people like loving what I do best.
Yeah, man.
It's a real big time thing. It's a real good feeling for real.
Yeah. So you're going, you're coming into your senior year. We were talking off camera, but the recruiting process, as far as you went to a couple camps, but West Virginia just showed you the most love.
Yeah.
You said you went to Temple. There was kind of too many kids there. You went to Penn State. Penn State they kind of wrote you off.
Yeah.
And so you settled with West Virginia. How was that? That feeling of finally signing, especially like not just any college, like a D1 school, like that had to feel wild.
Yeah, man. It was really like a dream come true for us. So like, it was like a big step to chasing my dreams for real. Like, my dream is to be in the NFL, play in the pros, and being a part of West Virginia family. Like, they really showed that they can be a family. Like, everything they do, everything with everybody on the team, nobody got no kind of like beef, no nothing. This is family. Right. And they really talk family when they say that too, bro.
Right. Yeah, it just seems like I don't know, it seems like a very like family oriented place to be. Their whole thing is, take me home. You're wearing the shirt. Take me home where I belong. You're probably gonna hear that song so much.
Every game. I gotta sing it after every game.
Oh, home. They sing it?
Yeah, the whole stadium. Shit. So like, when the game over, the players are like, they'll either walk around or they'll stand in the middle of the field, and then as they like play the song, the whole stadium just sing it, like the whole entire song.
Wow.
And that, I mean, I gotta learn the song. Like, I really gotta learn the song.
I mean, there's only a couple words to it, but
the only part I know is "Take Me Home, West Virginia." That's all I know.
Yeah. All right, we'll get on that. Yeah. Did you see the video of they wanted to do the uniform reveals? Yeah. And they had to like hide. And like the comments were just so funny. Like, bro, there's probably like 3 people going down that road. Like, it's not that serious.
Yeah, I ain't really like.
It's gotta like, I don't know if they were probably just doing it for like the the social media aspect of it. Like, oh, this will get a bunch of views if we do this. But,
some of them jerseys is tough though.
Yeah. They kind of remind me of like the York High ones, where it's like, right up top your name, and but like the detail in it, like I saw like in the shoulders, it's got like the outlined map of the state and all that. But yeah, man, West Virginia it's definitely gonna be a good time. And you were saying like that town is just like a football town.
Yeah,
like, that's all they know
is football. In West Virginia, that's all they know.
Right. So then how has it been as far as like, because I know on Twitter, a bunch of people will like shout you out, and they got like WVU fan pages and all that. Like, that's got to be cool to see them, like people you don't even know, like supporting you.
Yeah, and
already.
They love me too.
Yeah,
like the way that my Twitter is running right now, they really love me.
Yeah, that's got to be cool to see that. And it's like you never even like you're not even from there, and you're getting all this love. Low key, I set up Florida's Twitter.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
I set up Florida's Twitter for him. So that's a cool little insight.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. West Virginia. We were kind of talking, because we were talking about like Temple, and like Temple is like in the city. You know, you're in the grittiness of Philadelphia, but like West Virginia, you're kind of out in the country roads, as they would say. But I saw it was like a week or so ago, like you were on a boat.
Yeah.
In the water.
Yeah, I was on my official, and
They took
I was
you
on a boat, but I don't really like the water
right?
though. Yeah, like I don't really like the water. I couldn't really just sit there and just enjoy the water because I ain't really never been on no boat for real.
Right. That was your first time on a boat?
Yeah, like
Yo.
And then there was too many people on there. Like the guy that was driving the boat, he was like, it's like too many people in here, and like the boat was like, it was like I was scared. I can't swim, so it's like,
oh dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you would have went overboard, dude, that would have been
over.
it.
It would have been over.
No, but I wanted to bring that up because, bro, I literally almost died in West Virginia on one of those rivers. Last year, my friend, it was her birthday, and her boyfriend, got a group of us together, and we went down to West Virginia and on this tubing thing, and they were like, yeah, bring your own tube. It was like, okay, we're going on a float down the river, and we're floating, and it's been like 2 hours, and then we hear this guy, he's like, hey, watch out, you guys should get out, there's rapids down there. And we're just like, and we're with a guy who's been down it before, and the guy's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, meanwhile, he's on a kayak, like he's like prepared for this. I'm on like a donut tube with like the middle taken out, and we're going down this river, and then we get to the rapids, and like I said, we were already in there for 2 hours, and the rapids literally lasted for 3 hours, and like it was like scary, bro. Yeah. And like we were on one side of the river, and then literally on the right side they were doing like river tours where people had helmets on, life vests, and they were on this big thing. They're all safely going down the river, and I'm over here like on a tube, and like dude, it was so bad, and like the rocks were like all jaggy. And like, bro, so just watch out, like,
that's a setup.
Watch out for that water, bro, because it's definitely it's different out there in West Virginia. But I feel like you're gonna experience a lot of new things out there.
Yeah,
like
I
that
can't
type
wait.
of stuff.
Yeah,
like outdoorsy. You might go hunting.
Yeah, sometimes, most of the time. I'm gonna go fishing. I'm gonna do all that. Yeah,
like you're gonna be come back. You're gonna have like a southern twang.
Yeah, word.
Word. Straw hat on and all that. But yeah, man, that's gonna be exciting. Playing in West Virginia, and like the history of West Virginia, like the whole like obviously the Tavon Austin highlight video.
That's all I used to watch back there.
Right?
Tavon Austin, man. Everybody used to watch that Tavon.
Right. Yeah. And what was the other guy? Oh, I was looking Steve Slayton. Mm-hmm. He was a running back. He was just like wild. It's a highlight video of Steve Slayton and the quarterback, I forget his name. But like just like the history of West Virginia, it has a huge legacy, and it's gonna be cool to see you like be a part of that. Like, it's gonna be awesome. What kind of like, obviously you got your senior season, but like what kind of goals do you have as far as like once you get there because you said you're gonna try to do like early grad, and like what are your goals for when you get to West Virginia?
Well, I don't really got that set right now, right. But I do got a couple of them, like at least getting way more stronger than I was and getting bigger, at least touching like 210, at least. Because right now I'm like 190 something, but I'm trying to touch 200, to be fit.
Right.
But for my other goals, I ain't even really get those yet. I ain't get to sit down and think about that for real.
Yeah, it's kind of in the future, and plus, like, you know, you got to focus on the senior season
yeah,
right
I
now.
still got one more season left.
Still got one more season. So, yeah, we're about to go into the senior season. Like, dude, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man.
It's
Tune in.
It's July right now, so in August they're gonna be starting preseason, and you know, I guess I probably should have asked goals for the senior season first, but obviously, you know, break the record.
Yeah, break the record.
That's gotta be number one. Coming for De Jour.
Oh, yeah, Deja. And look, shout out to you, brother.
Yeah.
I look at your highlights most of the time.
Sometimes I see like De Jour in you a little bit. Some of like your moves, like he used to do.
Yeah, he got those. He got that back too, yo.
Yeah.
KD too. I used to watch KD highlights. Khalid Dorsey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to watch him.
I never heard anybody call him KD.
Yeah, I'm the only one. I be calling
You're
him
the only
that.
one?
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, I mean, you know, breaking the record, you know, pretty much winning season.
Yeah.
You know, which you
making
guys,
the States.
Oof.
Trying to make it to States. Well, we gonna go to States. We gonna work.
It's tough, man. Once you get out of York County, like
yeah, I mean,
teams
yeah,
are
that
just
playoff,
different.
yeah, that playoff season.
Yeah.
That's a whole different type of ball game right there with the playoffs.
Yeah.
But now though, we gonna work. I mean, time's almost here for real.
I know, like we'll be suiting up.
Yeah.
Well, y'all be suiting up. I'll be taking my camera out there, and yeah, I'm pumped for this season to see what comes out of it, and you know, I think it's wild, like how much success you guys have had, you know, the past, you know, pretty much ever since I got there, because you know, the seasons before it was just pretty much nothing, like 0-9, 1-9 seasons. So, you know, definitely shout out to Stoner and all he's doing, you know, kind of changing the culture. You know, how's that whole like AFL building? That's probably sweet to kind of go to and like have your guys' own facility.
Yeah, and chill.
You know,
yeah,
chill,
it's actually tough. Like, we got our whole weight room, and then
Right.
we got the kitchen. We got a whole like chill spot, and then we got the turf spot, and we got the TVs.
Right.
We got our game system in there, so when we just want to like go in there and sit down, chill before workouts, or not even like on workout days, we can just go in there and just chill.
Right. How far away is it from the city?
It's actually right there by, I think, Hack, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, it's like right across 30.
So 5-10 minute drive from the city.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I wanted to ask, what I know you're like pretty much, you're like, your nickname should be like Humble Beast, but like, what is it like being the star athlete of the team? Because like, not a lot of people ever get to experience that. Like, you know, people screaming your name and like Florida, like that's got like kids probably coming up to you.
Yeah,
like,
that's a great
Florida.
feeling though, for the kids to be coming up to me, like looking up to me for the football. Like that really is a great feeling for real. And being that star player on the team, it's like I love it. And like this is like I can't really say it, but like it's just a great feeling though. For real.
Yeah.
Can't really explain how, because like usually I don't really like think of it like that. I just play ball for
You
real.
just play,
Yeah. So it's like, but nah, it is a great feeling though, especially for the little kids that come up to me and actually know. Like when I was at my girl's job, chilling, a couple of parents and then like 2 kids came in, and I'm sitting there, and like he like looking at me, like as soon as he saw me, he just looking, but he never said nothing. So then I'm looking, but like it's a little kid, so it's like, but then he was like, "You're Florida, right? The football player." And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Bro, I watch you, like you're nice." And I was like, "Appreciate it." Even the older heads, like they come in when I be at my girl's job or anywhere in public, they just like, "Yo, keep doing what you're doing. Like stay up, just keep going." I'm like, "I got y'all." Like, you know, and that really motivates me too, like just to keep going, because people really be out here like watching, paying attention.
Yeah, and it's like you remember being that kid. So
Yeah.
it's like you want to give back and, just show even just a little like, hey, that can go a long way. And then he's like instantly a fan.
Yeah.
Like he'll be watching you, throughout this whole process. So that's got to be, you're kind of like a little like hometown hero.
Yeah, even
right now.
Even my brother Quez, shout out to Quez, his little brother. He Quez told me that he was walking and his little brother like walking past it, and he saw his little brother in the room watching my highlights and like doing my moves like as he watching my highlights, and I was like, that ain't gonna lie, that really hit me for real, no cap.
Wow,
I really love that, man. Shout out to Quez.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's gotta be a dope feeling. It's like it's like back in the day when you would like put a poster up on your wall of like whoever, and then you try to like you just stare at it all day. And you're like you want to be like him, and like just being that role model, man. That's got to be feel awesome. And then we kind of talked about it, but like you're not really, because you don't really. You see it in the community and the community supporting you, but you're talking about how like you only do cyber school right now since COVID.
Yeah, since COVID, I just like I haven't went back to school. I stayed homeschooled, and then I just started doing my work from there.
Right. So then you don't really get to hear it from your peers, or like you don't see it in person because you're at you're doing cyber. So I guess I can't really ask you, how's it like at school, because you're not really there, but I think we were talking off camera, like I think that's probably the best the best thing for you, just doing cyber, kind of staying out the way, and just focusing, because you're talking about doing early grad December, so making
choice
your
to
way.
leave December or January,
right. So, I kind of wanted to talk about, like, you talked about, the kids coming up to you and showing you love. And, I think, for you right now, like, just kind of, like, cherishing these moments and, like, being grateful for right now, because, like you'll never get this time back again. Yeah. So like, I think you already know this, but like, just being humble, showing love, like I think that'll go a long way.
Yeah, I think about it a lot too, like when I'm just chilling, I just like think like I'm really like people, like I'm really the person who the little kids look up to, you feel me? So I gotta set the right example for all the youngins and whoever want to play football. You feel me? They get right.
Right. So then, I mean, your recruitment process seemed like it was like pretty quick. Like you got a couple offers, went to a couple camps, but then you were just like, bam, West Virginia.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I ain't even really want to go through the whole recruiting process like I did. I ain't want to stress myself out with all these different schools or how many schools I got, but I ain't want to stress myself out trying to figure out what school to fit in or what school that I'll be,
going to all these visits. Blah, blah, blah.
Like, so when I went to West Virginia, it was just like, I liked what I saw.
Yeah.
They showed me what I needed to see, and I just stuck.
I just thought about this. Did you ever think about going to Florida for college? Did you ever think about going back?
Yeah, it was like, so like, if I did get an offer from like Miami, Florida Gators or whatever, then I would probably like go back home.
Oof,
but
that'd be tough.
Yeah, that would be tough. But
But you never got the offer.
Damn. Yeah.
Maybe if you would have kept.
Yeah, if I would like if I would have kept it
offer.
open, it would have probably happened most likely. But yeah.
No, it never happened. Did you ever go to like a camp down there, or just mostly around here?
Nah, I actually I've only been up to camps up here. I haven't like down there. All we did like just play street ball. We ain't really go to no camps. We ain't really do none of that. But like, and plus I ain't get to go to high school up there. I went down there, so it was like I ain't really But my middle school, that's when we like, cause middle school, that's where it was at. Carrot City Middle School, that's where it was at for real. Right. We played football in the big field in the back. All of us athletic. We just played ball, and that's why I am the way I am now. Cause we aggressive. We play ball. We just have fun with everything we do.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that would have been. And plus, like those camps down in Florida are probably ridiculous.
Yeah, crazy.
Because it's like a million U's, like just
the skill set is all over the place down there.
Yeah, skill set wild down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I thought about that. Like that'd be crazy if he went to Florida. Like
that'd be tough
if he went down there. But will you guys? I don't even know West Virginia's schedule. Do you guys play? Would you play down there? Do you play Florida teams?
I'm not sure.
I don't even know.
You don't think so? Yeah. I have to look it up.
Yeah, that'd be dope to go down there. And then we were talking, NIL deals.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be dope.
That's coming. That's gonna roll in. I gotta find something, and then everything will roll in.
Yeah, that's awesome that you guys can do that now. Kind of like one thing. I mean, you're very like a low key type of person, but. How do you kind of deal with? Do you have any like I guess you would say like mental health? Like how do you kind of deal with like? I mean, I'm sure you probably don't get that much hate.
Nah,
not that much. People probably show you a lot of love.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah, most of the people that's around, like they show love for real, but I mean, I don't really be thinking about it for real. Right. I just like go with life for real. Like
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were even talking about like faith, and you were like, you just go with it.
I just go with life.
You just go with life, and whatever life kind of throws at you, you kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't, and they just kind of dwell, and like it seems like you just kind of keep pushing, keep going. I wanted to ask you about the whole, GFB, Grind for Better.
Yeah.
That's your boys, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Like, at first, GFB was Get Fresh Boys. Yeah, that's my family down in Florida. It's really like, it's just a family thing. It was Get Fresh Boys when my cousin was alive, Charles. And then I think, like, it just switched to Grind for Better. And then after that, that's when it just stuck. And then when I found out I can get this tat, that's when it was just like, oh yeah, I'm sticking with it. Like that's what it is. And then after my cousin passed, that's when it was like, I really had to dial in and then step up with this.
Grind for Better.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a lifestyle too.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good motivation. It's a good thing to strive for. Grind for better.
Never grind for less. Grind for better.
Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, so, and then, that's what I was going to ask. So, the guy on your shirt, remember you were playing, you, like, lifted your shirt up? Was that him?
Yeah,
was that
my
your cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And it's crazy thing is, I was actually going to wear the shirt to come here, but then I was like, it's already, like, 11 something, so I'm just going to slide.
Yeah.
But I was going to wear it, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. I think that was... Did you showed it when you scored at Central, or no? I think you just showed it to me before the game.
Yeah, before the game.
I was like, show me your shirt, and then dude, that was a cool little moment, man. Rest in peace. That's
a long little trail.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, season coming up. West Virginia coming up, like, bro, you're blessed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, life is just kind of going for you, and we kind of talked about goals and stuff, grind for better. I see you on the Madden sometimes. You be killing people.
Yeah, and it's crazy though, cause like everything comes so like. It was either yesterday or it was 2 days ago. I played this guy. They were like a random dude. I was on already like on a 4-game win streak. So when I played him, he was talking. It was like a goodie, but it was like first quarter. So it was like I scored, then he scored.
Yeah.
So then I scored again. He got the ball back, but then he started throwing picks. So like I just started upping the score. Like it was like 49-7. Like I was just upping the score. But he was nice. He said that he was ranked 200 in like Madden Nation or whatever.
Wow.
And then he was talking to me. So then he said he was saying some like watch videos and all that. And I was like, look, just watch my videos on YouTube. I said, go to Brock Lane Films and watch my video. So he did that after the game. He did it, and then he went on Twitter and he like tagged me and posted. And it was like, now I see like he's nice on the field, so he's nice on Madden.
Wow.
Yeah, it was random too. And my godmom texted me, was like, was you playing somebody on Madden or something like that? Because I don't really be on my Twitter for real.
Right.
And he was like, did you see somebody, did you play somebody on Madden? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, he just posted it and showed me. He was like, let me show you. It was crazy.
Wow. And
I didn't even expect for him to do that.
That was just a random Madden?
Just a random thing.
Wow.
I don't even know how to work Twitter. Word. I'll show you, but I can't.
That's all good. Yeah. I'll look it up. But that's cool. He actually went and saw your highlights.
Watched the videos. He was like, wow, this dude was a great player.
Could you tell like how old he was? Was he like a kid?
He was probably like mid-20s.
Yeah.
Or like low 20s or something like that.
Yeah. Wow, man, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got my online set up, and I was playing my buddy last night on Madden. But I was like that, where I was just like, I kept throwing picks, dude. I threw like 10 picks the whole game, but I was up 21-0 on them, and then I just started throwing picks.
Yeah. Madden is a very like, I love Madden. When Madden 23 come out, I gotta get it.
So then I guess you can kind of understand football a little bit that way, you know, instead of just like, or do you just kind of pick like random plays? Like, you pick what you think's gonna. Yeah, like, you don't have a game plan.
Yeah, nah. I just like most of the time I just run the ball because like that's what I do.
Right, in real life.
Yeah, like I just run the ball, but like other times, cause I do pick certain playbooks. I do. So like I play with like, say I play with the Bills. And then I'll just play with a whole different new team playbooks and then a whole different defensive playbook. And I just play ball. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was not happy last night. I was throwing picks, and it was just not fun. But last thing I want to talk about is Rod Wave.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, that's my dog, man.
You love Rod Wave.
Yeah, man.
And I love Rod Wave. Like,
Word.
I don't know what it is about him. But like,
he's just like tough.
He talks that pain
too.
Bro. It's like he knows, and it's like obviously he's been through it.
Yeah.
You know, and like just his like melodies and his beats and like
and the way his flow is, like everything about Rod is just tough.
Yeah.
I gotta meet my dog, man. Once I meet him, it's over.
The one thing I wish he did differently, if anything, is like make his. Like, he only does, like, 2 verses, and then the song ends.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Like Cold December, I wish that song was longer.
All of his songs are like that. If you look at it, though. Like, he never does 3 verses.
Yeah.
It's always just kind of like, you know, a little intro, and then...
And some of the intros be long, too. Like, longer than the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, what was that? What's the song I put on your junior? This, like, the second one. Where he's like on the phone with his mom.
Yeah.
Was that Cold December? No, By Your Side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's By Your Side and
I think By Your Side's second.
I can't even think of it right now. But it was By Your Side and I
forget that first one.
By Your Side and Soulfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Soulfly.
Soulfly.
I love those songs.
Was Soulfly the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Soulfly was the first one. And, like, I just love in the second one where, like, I put, like, the B-roll, and then it's just like him talking to his mom, and like you, like, bro, that's a classic video.
So tough. If y'all didn't watch it, go watch it.
Go watch it. Jahiem White Jr. season highlights. Like, that video is just, it's different because it's so, I don't know, because usually like highlight videos are like the beats. I try to pick like choppy beats where it's like, and then like when you're editing with Rod Wave, it's like such like a whole different flow. And like it just gives the video such a different feel to it, where it's like you can kind of like sit back and relax,
just relax and watch it.
Not like you're like on edge, like what's next. Like it's like you just kind of, it's like a movie.
And that's how I be having everybody too. Like when I be telling people to watch my videos, I just be like, just sit back, enjoy, and just watch it. Like, cause like the way that the video is set up, it's like that's all you can do is just chill, just watch it.
Except that first one. That first one was all hyped.
Yeah.
Freshman year.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year, you had GFB.
My cousin. Yeah. Shout out to Stacks.
GFB Stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
And he be posting crazy stuff.
Nah, word.
Bro, down there in my dude, and like the one time I went down to Miami, I was at like Club 11. Like it's wild down there.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a phone call right now. Can't answer that. But what's, I mean, this is like the most basic question ever, but like what's the difference between Florida and York? I mean, obviously, like, big difference.
Yeah.
But, like, there's probably pros and cons.
Yeah. So, like, with Miami, it's way bigger. Population way bigger.
Right. Beach.
Yeah, the beach. The sun. Everything is just way, like, better down there. Up here, like you said, there's a lot of pros and cons for both cities, especially for Miami, because like it's so big. It's more opportunities. It's more like things you can do than what it is up here.
Right.
Like it's just York, and how small it is. It's like it's really nothing for.
Right. Yeah, like so when you came up here though, did you miss Florida?
Yeah, crazy thing is, right? So my mom was like, when we was down in Florida, and she was talking about like actually coming up here to move up here. She was like, we're going back home, and I'm like, home? Like I'm already like home. Right. She was like, nah, like we're going back up north. But then I didn't like when she said back up north. I wasn't really peeping. So when we came up here, I was like, Ma, I don't want to be here. Like I don't. Just take me back down there. I don't want to be here. I kept calling it country, like all that, because I didn't remember nothing. Like if I was up here, I wouldn't remember nothing. Yeah. So when we came up here, first place we went out east, and right by Albemarle. Then that's where I met my Uncle Teddy.
Yeah.
And then that's when everything just started happening.
Right. But initially you were like, man, this sucks.
Yeah. At first I'm like, I don't want to be up here at all. Because I didn't know nobody. It was a fresh new start. And, like, down in Florida, I always, like, moved around.
Right.
Middle school, high school. Yeah. I mean, not high school. Elementaries, middle schools. So then it was, like, I always had to restart. But, you feel me? I came up here, and that's when we settled down.
Right.
But then we moved back, and then we came back. So it was, like, but I already knew everybody up here, and everybody already knew who I was.
Right.
So it wasn't, like, no brand new start.
Yeah. And then the weather.
Yeah.
The weather up here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I had to get used to it the first time I came down here with the coldness, the snow, and the rain. Like, that's crazy.
Cold December.
Yeah, like Rod Wave crazy. Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's what Rod Wave is talking about. Cold December. Yeah, man, it's a whole different, it's a different vibe up here. Yeah. I feel like people down in Florida too are just like way more crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, bro,
it's crazy.
They don't do it anymore. Well, I haven't seen it in a while, but on TikTok they would do the whole like Florida check, and it would be like the dudes with like the girls, and then the wicks. The wicks.
Yeah.
Bro, I knew you would know what that was if I went like this. The wicks, like people down there are just different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy down there too. And it's like certain parts down there, you're safe, but most of the parts, it's like you gotta watch out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
But I mean, I don't know how it is now, but yeah, I miss home.
well, you're about to find a new home, West Virginia.
Yeah, word. Gotta get used to that.
It's gonna be cold up there.
Yeah, it's gonna snow.
In them hills, bro. That's gonna be super cold up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. You know, I guess, you know, kind of ending it here, but like, what advice would you have for, like, you know, a kid not only looking up to you, but like a kid kind of, you know, in high school, about to go through the recruiting process? I know you kind of went through it quick, but like, what are some of the things to kind of look out for? Because like you said, you went to these camps, but nobody was really showing you love.
Yeah.
You know, I know probably try to find somebody that like actually like asked about you, like your life.
Just keep working, you know, remain humble if you're not, be humble at all times, every time. Right. Always contact the coaches, like, it don't matter where they from, just always contact them. Build a relationship and make sure that wherever you pick that you want to go, just make sure that it's home and it, like, you feel me, that you feel family when you go there.
Right. Yeah, man, because I'm sure, like, I mean, these kids get all these offers, like 20, 30, 40, 50 offers, and it's like, how do you even choose, you know, where to go? So, and you're like, you know, at the time, 16, 17, and you got to make the decision for the rest of your life. So,
I know a couple people, like, down in Florida. I know somebody named Santana Fleming, like 4 or 5 star, like, dumb offer. Shout out to him. He, like, big time.
Right.
Like, on everybody's roster, like, big time. Yeah.
What's his position?
Receiver.
Ooh.
Yeah. He tough, too.
Yeah. Is he your class?
Yeah, 23. Yeah, he got, like, crazy offers.
Yeah.
Certified and all that. Like, he's,
Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, you know, we got the season coming up. Senior season. Loading as we speak. You know, it's going to be definitely, this kid is going to be someone to watch out for. His senior season is going to go crazy.
It's going to be crazy, man. Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah. So I try to end the episode with at least 1 or 2 questions. You know, so I'm going to ask, what, if you could have 5 dinner guests, dead or alive.
Wait, say that again?
5 dinner guests.
Guests?
Yeah,
what's
like people, like dinner guests, like, you know, that you could have dinner with, dead or alive. Who would you?
Anybody?
Pick? Anybody in the world.
Anybody. You said 5.
Yeah.
Rod. One, I gotta have dinner with my man's Rod.
Right.
Kevin Gates.
Oh,
because Kevin Gates is a real, he's tough. For the females, I'm gonna have to go. Females, because the females is crazy. Females, how do you like Beyonce? Beyonce, Sierra.
She'll give you some good advice.
Word.
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's 5.
Yeah.
And then I guess we'll ask, you know, top 5 running backs that you, I guess top 5 in your eyes that you kind of not only looked up to, but like top 5 guys that you would, you know, I guess in the league now, that you would rank.
In the league now?
Yeah.
All right, so, well, the first running back is always going to be Marshawn.
Right.
That's my dog right there.
Yeah.
Saquon.
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's really.
I like him.
Jonathan Taylor. And who else? else would it be? And Barry.
Barry.
Yeah, Barry.
Man.
Most def Barry.
Yeah. That's a good list.
Yeah. Especially Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's so good.
He's so smooth with like how he run. Like
yeah.
When you watch his games, it's like he not even trying. He just jogging.
Right.
Like effortless, bro. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
He's tough.
Yeah, it's definitely a good person to kind of role model your game after him.
Yeah.
So yeah, as we finish, do you have any? Well, first of all, do you have anything else you kind of wanted to talk about? You want to ask me a question?
Nah.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's it.
All good. All right, so plug your social medias, like Instagram,
so follow my Instagram at GFB_Jah4. My last Instagram account got hacked.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That
they got me.
sucks.
Yeah, they got me. But I had almost 2K. So you feel me? Bounce back on that. Follow that.
It's all good.
And then follow my Twitter at Jahiem White _305. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And then we'll be putting videos up on Brock Lane Films, Jahiem White. Check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then for me, Brock Lane Films, all Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. We had a couple technical issues before this, but we got it running. So I'm glad we did. Appreciate you coming, bro.
I appreciate you
awesome,
for having me.
man.
Yes, sir.
Can't wait to see what this season.
Man.
holds.
It's about to be a showdown. I'm telling you.
The movie, it's official. Brock's
It's gonna
here.
be lit.